Where did the idea from Haçienda Classical come from? That's lost in the mists of time, I think. It probably involved conversations and alcohol and late nights. Fletch, who manages Haçienda, spoke to me about it.
I was working at Sankey's at the time. They got a phone call from an orchestra and they're like, we want to come down and, you know, work out how we could do something within a dance environment and in the club.
Then next thing I know, was sat in a Costas in Wilmslow with a guy called Crooks, our conductor, to see if it could work.
I got a call one day from a guy that I knew saying that they were putting something together. Was I interested? And so I kind of went along.
We had the meeting. I was just like, I just couldn't see it working at all. You know, what they wanted to do is in Sankey's was have their live musicians performing along with the DJs, and it just, for loads of reasons, it didn't work. It didn't work acoustically. It didn't know where the speakers were positioned. Strings of Life came on one of Graeme's sets, and it was like, you know, it just fitted perfectly for an orchestra. You know, one thing led to another. We discussed it more. We took the idea to Hooky, Hooky thought we were bonkers at first.
I was struggling with the concept, mating a live orchestra to dance tracks. And then once we mocked up the idea and put it together, my God, it made them bigger.
Until I got a DJ mix from Graeme and Mike the very first time, I think then I sort of started to understand what I got myself into.
The next minute, Fletcher's emailing us a couple of weeks later going, I've booked the Bridgewater Hall in February. It ended up being 2 shows. Next thing we know, it's festivals, and it ended up being 14 shows. And then every year, shows got bigger and better and more fantastic.
We actually got quite a lot of criticism in the first year that we did it from various journalists saying, well, you know, this is a really weird format, it doesn't really work. And I thought, well, actually, it's not, because people want to pay money to come and have a good time and dance to music. Like, that's, you know, it's a good product, it's a great product.
So Castlefield Bowl does appear, if you go in there, to be this beautifully produced, well-run, slick, well-oiled machine, and it is, but there's always like stuff going on backstage.
I mean, one year at Castlefield, it was we had thunderstorms, which were like, I mean, the rain was just insane. You know what I mean? But I actually thought that brought the whole crowd together and made it a really special event. But it was quite close. We nearly had to call it off because the thunderstorm was, I think it was 3 miles away. If it got within 2 or something like that, we'd have to cut it off. Luckily, it didn't happen. Yeah, that was a memorable one. That, you know, a load of people dancing off the tits in the rain. It was brilliant.
Playing Castlefield is like coming home.
The energy at Castlefield is absolutely electric. It is a deep honour to be part of that show, and every year the show seems to get better and better and better.
Like, it's the ground, it's Manchester, isn't it? And they're in that space with 8,000 other people. It's difficult to put your finger on what it is. It's almost the fact that it's surrounded by viaducts and buildings and stuff. It's just a very interesting space, and it brings people together right in the middle of the city.
That kind of spread of generations, a special kind of atmosphere you can only get from a Manchester crowd.